People underestimate how difficult it is to rebuild a factory. Elon Musk explained during Tesla's first quarter 2026 earnings discussion. He noted that shutting down an enormous vehicle production line cannot happen overnight. Existing equipment must be removed. Thousands of cables and communication systems need to be reinstalled, and every new machine has to be calibrated and tested before production can even begin. Yet Tesla is attempting exactly that. According to Musk, the company will temporarily stop manufacturing the Tesla Model S and Tesla Model X at the Fremont factory in order to transform the entire line into a dedicated Optimus humanoid robot facility in less than 120 days. The scale of this conversion is almost unprecedented, involving an entirely different manufacturing ecosystem with roughly 10,000 unique components. But the real question is not simply how Tesla will build Optimus. The bigger question is how Tesla intends to manufacture millions of humanoid robots at costs low enough for mass adoption. The answer lies in Tesla's production philosophy, deep modular assembly. Unlike traditional robotics companies that often build humanoid robots as tightly integrated systems from the beginning, Tesla is breaking Optimus into highly independent layers and subsystems. Every component can be tested, refined, and upgraded separately before final integration. This dramatically reduces complexity, increases iteration speed, and lowers manufacturing costs. Elon Musk has repeatedly stated that Optimus could eventually cost less than a compact car, potentially approaching the $20,000 range once production reaches scale. To understand how Tesla plans to achieve this, it helps to examine the robot through a 5-layer manufacturing structure. The most advanced and difficult section is the arm system. Tesla considers the hands and arms to be the true technological core of Optimus because they determine whether the robot can perform delicate human-level tasks. In earlier humanoid designs across the industry, robotic hands were often bulky, heavy, and mechanically inefficient. Tesla approached the problem differently. In the Optimus version 3 architecture, many of the heavier actuator systems have been relocated closer to the forearm rather than directly inside the hand itself. This reduces overall hand weight and improves speed, flexibility, and balance, instead of relying on large exposed mechanical joints. Tesla developed an ultra-thin cable-driven mechanism inspired by human tendons. The design mimics the biological structure of muscles and connective tissue in the human hand. The result is dramatically improved dexterity. Optimus now reportedly features 22 degrees of freedom in its hand system, roughly double compared to earlier prototypes. That level of flexibility allows the robot to manipulate tools, grip fragile objects, and perform movements that previously required expensive industrial robotics. Tesla's engineering strategy also follows a plug-and-play principle. Each actuator, tendon system, and load-bearing structure can be tested independently before being connected to the robot's main body. Engineers can isolate stress problems, monitor responsiveness, and validate durability without rebuilding the entire machine. At the moment, much of this process remains semi-manual. Tesla is intentionally avoiding full automation during the current stage because the Optimus design is still evolving rapidly. Musk reportedly wants every unit produced to function as a real-world experimental platform. Every robot becomes a source of manufacturing and operational data. This approach may appear slower initially, but it allows Tesla to optimize learning speed rather than production speed. In Musk's view, improving the robot quickly is more important than maximizing output too early. The second major layer is the leg assembly, arguably the most critical system for stability and motion. Each leg functions as a largely independent unit containing high-torque actuators, advanced joint systems, and planetary roller screws. These mechanisms are responsible for walking efficiency, load-bearing capability, and balance correction. Tesla performs extensive mechanical testing before electrical systems are even activated. Engineers first evaluate center of gravity distribution, passive balance, and physical stress handling. By isolating the hardware stage from the software stage, Tesla reduces potential failure variables during development. Recent demonstrations and footage shown during Tesla's robotics presentations reveal how heavily the company focuses on mechanical calibration. Unlike many robotics firms that rely heavily on software correction to compensate for imperfect hardware, Tesla appears determined to perfect the physical system itself first. This matters because actuators are extraordinarily expensive. Industry estimates suggest that actuators can represent up to 35% of a humanoid robot's total cost. If Tesla can reduce actuator cost while maintaining precision, it gains a massive competitive advantage. Once the limbs achieve stable operation, Tesla proceeds to joint synchronization. The hips, knees, shoulders, and elbows are calibrated to operate together as a unified biomechanical system. Tesla wants Optimus movements to appear natural and energy efficient rather than robotic and rigid. The third manufacturing layer involves the torso, effectively the robot's central command center. This section houses the battery pack, AI processing systems, cooling architecture, and power distribution network. Once the torso is installed, Optimus transforms from a passive mechanical structure into an active computational machine capable of processing billions of calculations every second. Tesla's experience in electric vehicles gives it an enormous advantage here. The company already possesses expertise in battery management systems, thermal control, compact power electronics, and AI hardware integration. Many observers believe Tesla's custom full self-driving computer architecture could become one of the defining advantages of Optimus. Rather than building entirely new AI systems from scratch, Tesla can leverage years of autonomous driving research and neural network development. The fourth layer is the vision and perception system. Tesla has made it clear that Optimus will follow the same philosophy as Tesla vehicles' vision-first artificial intelligence. Similar to Tesla's controversial decision to remove radar sensors from its cars and rely primarily on cameras, Optimus uses a perception system centered around visual understanding. The robot's head contains cameras, environmental perception sensors, and real-time AI processing systems. Once installed, Tesla calibrates the robot's vision relative to arm reach, height, movement dynamics, and environmental awareness. This final integration stage prepares Optimus for real-world interaction. In theory, the robot should eventually be capable of navigating factories, homes, warehouses, hospitals, and construction sites using AI-driven perception rather than pre-programmed movement paths. But despite all of these advances, the reality today remains far more limited than Tesla's long-term vision. Current Optimus units can perform only a relatively small number of controlled demonstrations. Some prototypes can execute dance routines, basic object handling, or simple conversational tasks powered by artificial intelligence systems such as Grok. Musk has hinted that future software versions will unlock dramatically broader functionality, but large gaps still remain between ambition and present capability. This has become one of the defining patterns of the Optimus project. Back in 2025, Musk claimed Tesla could produce 10,000 humanoid robots within a year. By early 2026, however, he admitted that none of the robots were truly useful at meaningful commercial scale. Now the messaging has shifted. Instead of promising immediate mass deployment, Tesla is emphasizing production readiness and long-term scalability. At the same time, Tesla is rapidly expanding its manufacturing footprint. Beyond Fremont, the company is reportedly constructing a second major Optimus facility at Gigafactory, Texas. This factory is expected to support future Generation 4 robots and significantly larger production volumes beginning around 2027. However, delays continue to affect the timeline. The launch of Generation 3 Optimus robots, originally expected during the first quarter of 2026, has already been pushed back toward the middle of the year. Tesla claims part of the reason involves competitive pressure. Rival companies now analyze every frame of Tesla demonstrations in order to replicate design innovations, and Tesla is no longer competing alone. Boston Dynamics is preparing to deploy electric Atlas humanoid robots into Hyundai factories, with plans for tens of thousands of units annually. Figure AI is actively testing humanoid systems inside BMW manufacturing facilities and has achieved a valuation approaching $40 billion. Agility Robotics has already commercialized its Digit robot for logistics operations, including deployments connected to Toyota environments. The humanoid robotics race is accelerating rapidly. Financially, Tesla is responding with one of the boldest investments in its history. The company announced a planned capital expenditure of approximately $25 billion for 2026, nearly triple previous spending levels. This signals a major strategic shift away from Tesla being viewed primarily as an electric vehicle manufacturer. Instead, Tesla increasingly wants to position itself as an artificial intelligence and robotics company. Interestingly, only a small fraction of that investment was spent during the first quarter, implying that the majority of expansion will happen later in the year. Musk argued that investors should expect dramatically higher spending because the long-term revenue potential from robotics and artificial intelligence could dwarf the automotive business. He also framed Tesla's strategy within a broader technological arms race. Companies such as Amazon and Google are expected to spend hundreds of billions of dollars combined on artificial intelligence infrastructure, robotics, and automation systems over the next several years. At the supply chain level, Tesla's Optimus program may also trigger a second wave of manufacturing expansion across Asia, especially in China. Analysts expect large component orders to emerge following future Optimus product events. Suppliers specializing in precision robotics hardware could experience explosive demand growth if Tesla successfully ramps production. By late 2026, Tesla's first large-scale Optimus production line is expected to target annual capacity approaching 100,000 units. At that stage, delivery consistency, manufacturing yield, and supplier quality will become critical. And by 2027, Tesla hopes to transition from enterprise-focused production toward broader consumer availability. That transition could fundamentally reshape the economics of robotics. During the electric vehicle revolution, Chinese suppliers rapidly expanded by mastering battery systems, motors, and chassis manufacturing. Now many of those same companies are shifting toward precision robotic joints, actuators, and humanoid components. The engineering challenge is even greater this time. Building a robot capable of replacing human labor across multiple industries requires vastly higher precision than building electric vehicles. Still, Elon Musk believes the long-term opportunity is enormous. In his vision of the future, humanoid robots may eventually outnumber humans themselves. Optimus could perform everything from manufacturing and home repair to elderly care, logistics, gardening, and potentially even advanced medical assistance. Whether Tesla can truly achieve production at the scale Musk envisions remains uncertain. But one thing is already clear: the company is attempting to industrialize humanoid robotics faster than any major manufacturer in modern history.